Hello. Hi, guys. We're back with more Pragmata. Hi, WT. How are you doing? I hope that your weekend has been good. My weekend has been kind of a roller coaster. Like good, mostly good, but kind of just woo, I'm certainly in the bumper cars to completely change what I'm talking about. I'm getting jostled in the bumper cars. I'm having a good time, but I'm still getting jostled. Also, hi knife. Was eventful. Lost my car downtown. About 20 meters away from you. That's never easy, man. It was about 20 meters away from me. So how did that happen? I mean, you said the memory problem, but like, what was the scenario that you were in whatever terms you feel comfortable giving? My TBI has been considerable. Yeah, that will definitely do it too. Walked away and the memory was gone. Memento style, just like that. Sheesh. That is certainly difficult. Do you view it like, oh, it's just a story for me now, or thankfully I had a couple friends about to give me clues until I solved the puzzle? That does help. At least you didn't have to go it alone. Do you at least have your clicker? Can you hear it? Certainly wasn't most pleasant in the moment. No, I'd be a little annoyed if I was like, oh fuck, I lost my car. What the hell? This is a real pain in the ass. Like, what other option do I have though but to find my car? It's not like I'm just gonna take the bus home. Certainly not around here. Anyways, let's switch over to Pragmata as well. Downtown brickwork will break up one of those on the other side of a wall. Yep. Gotta triangulate a little bit. That aside, B plus weekend? Hell yeah. I mean, a B plus is still pretty good. Y'all's? Today was pretty good. I saw a movie with some friends on Friday. We saw Curse of the Queer Wolf. Curse of the Queer Wolf, it was definitely B schlock. Campy, fun. Not very good, but it was funny. It was funny it was definitely a black comedy. Um I would say that it was pro queer because it was very much, it felt like it had a lot to say about, let's say, heteronormativity. It was from the 80s, so of course it's going to be, a little dated, but I think it was generally pro inclusivity and also making fun of the way that bigotry is about that whole shebang. But yeah, pretty good. Yesterday we woke up early and end up harassing our friends that we thought we were supposed to come over and help clean a little bit. I didn't realize that they said Sunday. I instead read Saturday. So on Saturday, I knocked on their door, like, "Hey, this is the time we agreed on, right?" And they're like, "Oh, it was supposed to be tomorrow." And I go, "Really? I thought it was supposed to be Saturday." And then I check later and I misread it. And then today we actually did the cleaning. We did that until about 1:30. Ate brunch and got coffee and helped them unpack a little bit of a difficult life situation, being how do we deal with our hoarding tendencies? And I ran out of steam at like noon, and I just kind of crashed on their couch for a hot minute, being like, what do I do? I just trash anything that I haven't used in 1 year. I think that just tossing it, I donate whatever the fuck. I am like, I really haven't done that. Although I do a lot of my jewelry stuff I still hold on to, but I go through spurts where it's like I will do that again once every 3 years, and it's like 6 things. And it's nice to have on hand for like gifts. It doesn't even matter if it's big or expensive, it's out. I get that. My thing is, how much space do we have and how much space do we need? Am I okay with holding on to this for a little bit? Because I will get back around to it, specifically for like hobbies. It's like, this is something that I enjoy and I continue to find joy from, and it's not that big. But I will downsize consistently. Lived in my house for 12 years. So bare bones and sterile, it looks like I moved in a couple of weeks ago. Yeah, what was it? It was the male living space house. You got your bed frame in one room and then computer stuff in another room, and it's just, that's the house. Extremely functionally minded. I have literally what is needed and nothing else. I get you. Isn't that isn't Stranger Than Fiction a bit similar to that? A movie that I was talking about just earlier today. Maybe it's anyways, let's actually play Pragmata. Enough yapping. More playing said game. She looks.
Even big bots don't stand
You've got her
a
VR
chance
headset.
when we work together.
She. Why the gloves and like?
Looks like we're getting the hang of this.
She's stylizing,
Let's
I
head
guess,
to the Terradome.
Yeah.
in a way that
Find 8. Do you think she's okay?
she's
sounded
trying
in
to look
trouble.
cool,
I don't know.
or is she just like,
Guess we'll
yep,
find out
this
when
is
we
what
get
I
there.
like. All right. Can I even use 2 of these? Nope. Okay. Do I have anything else that I
New
need to get
training
done?
sim data has arrived. Be sure to
Think
give it a
she's
try.
trying to look like Hugh? Yeah. Yeah, I think that's a good... I think that's a good way to
Until
look at it.
next, we meet.
I'll go do
There
more
it is.
training missions later. I kind of just want to keep slamming out missions. The Terradome. So we have, I'm going to guess like 9, 10. It looks like she's ready to hit the slopes. She does look like she's about to hit the slopes. He looks like Master Chief's helmet trying to erupt from his regular helmet. Yeah, he really does. The current one is very
Let's go get her out
Halo. Halo Dead Spacey. Skiing with my baby. I can't imagine going skiing with a child this small,
there. You know where we
and
can find
how
this 8 character?
frustrating that would be.
Nope. Wow.
Not bad. can almost smell the nature.
Tree zone.
This place took some serious
Bird
funding.
sounds.
I better pay off when I get back.
All kinds of fucked up. Think 6-year-olds can ski? Oh, they absolutely can. It's more of a like. I can't imagine doing this for the first time and the kid just being like the worst. All right, Nathaniel. I really need you to put this on. I need you to put on this uncomfortable winter gear that you hate.
Birds!
No, stop scrolling TikTok. Come on, let's look at the
hope there
snow.
were
It's so
other
pretty out
animals
here.
here,
Come on,
too.
Nathaniel. Apparently people take their toddlers skiing. Absolutely. I know a lot of people have talked about skiing from a very young age. Please just grab onto that. Okay, well, I'm gonna try that again. Or maybe like here? It's wild, I've never been. I think it's more of like a rich person thing. It's gonna depend on the kid. One of them is not into it. Meanwhile, the other one flashes right past in the background at 20 kilometers per hour. Sorry, I'm a little tired today, guys. I have not slept very well the last couple of days, and yeah. Kilometers per mile. I believe that's like 1.3 something. My world is metric. Your world is a better place for it because you can actually like engage and not be like, I was taught a stupid method as a joke. Because Imperial is a fucking nightmare. But you know,
So,
I can.
You remember anything about 8?
No.
As soon as
I
I'm.
just felt like I'd heard her voice before.
The fuck is an acre? What the
That's
fuck
about it.
is an acre?
Huh. Not every day you can meet someone who can talk using a cat. Pretty strange. But not like we got a lot of leads. Seeing how we can't reach Earth. Nick's
I can
family.
say, interestingly, I know
You
both
deserve to hear
but
what
my
happened.
intuition now snaps directly to metric.
person.
Metric is just a system that's like, it makes sense. Okay, it's exclusively in tens. It makes measuring something pretty fucking easy. I'm gonna learn both systems. No, brain just hopped rails. As it should. Metric just makes sense. Imperial's like such arbitrary. It's so very arbitrary. All right, now we convert these units into these units. What's the measurement for it? Oh, it isn't consistent. It depends on what system you're trying. Think about the fluid ounces.
Move, you! Splitting the hat!
It's over.
The fuck is a quart? Yeah, what is a quart? Liters, it's like, okay, you move, you do 700 milliliters. You're not gonna get to... You're not to the next measurement, so you just don't bother. You put the biggest unit and then point.
Wow! More limb!
All I know is 30 degrees Celsius outside, and I can't mentally convert that anymore. I mean, I don't understand Celsius for temperature yet, but I think Fahrenheit is the only thing that, like, I'm even remotely positive on the Imperial system for. Because it's like, okay, how many degrees is it outside? It's 100? It's really fucking hot. It's 0? It's extremely fucking cold. 50? Eh. It's kind of a 0 to 100 system in, like, how enjoyable it is to deal with, so I guess that's easier for
Heck
me.
with that. So much for the beauty of nature.
It's glaciers warming up!
Good job, kid. Check. Take this!
All imperial measurements are a joke. Wait until you learn about the origin of a foot. Oh my god, it's actually a guy's foot. I mean, what was it? It's Egypt that had bringing back my terrible history classes and my terrible ability to retain them. Wasn't one of Egypt's measurement systems like original civilizational measurements, like a consistent, like, yeah, this is it, the stick, it is like this long, we measure it by that stick. I mean, for early civilization, like, being able to make a system like that, pretty good for architecture reasons, writing, measurement, etc. I hate that it's actually a guy's foot. Another thing that makes me laugh is that someone's height in feet/inches is pretty imprecise, of all things considered. Meanwhile, centimeters is more exact. Yeah. Like, what is it, kilograms? Kilograms is, yeah, like I'm 130 kilograms. It's a better system. Although, let's talk about stone, because stone is fucking also similarly bad. Yeah, I'm like, who's stone? Sorry, all British people. I'm at 130 kilograms is a lot. I'm making up a real bloke here, okay? A real Scran enjoyer.
Reinitializing plant morphology.
The kind of guy that tops off his whiskey with another beer. Stone is about 14 pounds. It's weird. Yeah, I'm 30 stone.
Disabling remote connection.
That's me.
Edis is playing games with us again.
That tree was getting smaller. Then Edis got in the way.
Alright, well, open up this.
Should we take a break?
Nah, keep going.
Can you hear me?
But yeah, I'm all about
Wait!
not imperial.
Here.
Anything. Like,
Close now. Just take this
metric
central
is
link
just
and it there.
a better system from
What are
a
we supposed to do about this big
system
old tree in
sake
the way?
point.
Reboot the tool and
Okay,
regulator.
how do we measure
One
this
in
thing?
each area.
Liters.
The tree here should dissipate.
It's water. It's the easiest way to do it. I mean, we could use grams, but like, just measure the amount of water, and
Okay.
then
Hang in
and
there.
each
There's gotta be
liquid
another way.
varies, so the amount they weigh different amounts.
Obstacle
So
detected. Safety level below acceptable parameters. Lift
Okay.
access denied. Please remove obstruction and try again.
Be careful, Hugh.
Well, I'm
No.
trying.
Jump, Hugh! This place is floating up!
this is a fucked up room. This is what I would define as a mighty fucked up room. Can we also do this again? I would like this motherfucker to stay on the ground.
Be careful!
Eat another one of these. Okay, I think I'm beginning to understand what this game is trying to do.
How you like
I think
this?
I will get a little bit more familiarity and appreciation for the system the more I play, but I'm not approaching it with enough of a wacky little Metroidvania mindset. where every Metroidvania has to be Hollow Knight. And be regarded as hard. And again, the Metroidvania sort of genre has always come from being a genre that you have to be pretty committed to. I'm generally a Metroidvania enjoyer. I just don't feel like the story here is bringing tears to my eyes. I feel like it's going to try and do an emotional ploy at me. But I have not actually been given a reason to care about, like, anybody. To me, it's just like, okay, Hugh is deeply bland, and Diana is interesting, but in the way that, like, Weird Child is interesting. This quirked up white girl. This quirk chungus ass child. Clean room usage. Research on self-growing saplings is in progress beyond this point. As you know, the plant factory is developing plants that continue to grow after printing, adapting naturally to their environment. These saplings are extremely delicate, so contamination of the subjects must be avoided at all costs. All visitors entering the clean room must pass through decontamination room A or B first. Decontamination cannot be skipped, but you may choose either room freely. Okay, well.
So, we gotta go through A or B if we want to continue.
Just pick one, right?
Not detected character development from I was getting from a whiff from reviewers. Agree? Yeah. Like, I think it's gonna be an experience that I go, all right, I'm kind of glad I played it, but I don't think it's gonna stick with me the way that Nine Souls stuck with me. Nine Souls stuck with me in several ways. This came from Expedition 33. You're gonna have to try a little harder than this. Yeah, exactly. Come on. The last game I put this many hours into like this, you're not gonna be you're not tugging at the heartstrings in the same fashion. Expedition 33, I was like, oh, I could see about shedding tears. Unfair comparison, just making the point. Yeah, it's like, if this is not Game of the Year material. This is like, it might land at like an 8 for me, where it's like, or like a 7.5, where it's like, it's pretty good. If you're looking for a new game to play that's Metroidvania, you know, I'd recommend it. But there are other games I would put as priorities first. It's kind of like Last of Us, where people played it who have never played a game with a story before, and it made them feel something. They think it's the only one to ever do it. I think it's just like, oh, this is the first experience that I had. It's like sharing your high school kiss story to me. It's like, all right, well, of course it's a little quirky and weird, you know. You were quirky and weird kids, but if this is the video game that you go, this is Game of the Year to, I'm gonna be like, really? What other games have... Sorry, I'm yapping. Cultivation test in progress. Oh, walkers and an... Oh, okay. It's just gonna tell me what room I... Okay, interesting concept. Two watchers... I don't know what they're even fucking named. They're just guys to me. Well said, I see this a lot. I think that's a really good description of it, Knife. It's like Ocarina of Time being one of the first open world that was an RPG and not full platformer. Yes. It's like first open world where it's like, wow, okay. It's still just levels. It's still just levels, guys. You just have to go between the different levels, and that's kind of like Crash Bandicoot-esque, but instead of the warp zones, it's just, you know, Boot had the first mover advantage and now it's beloved, but really it's a pretty mid game. People will crucify you for it, for saying that, but I fully agree. playing through it, I'm like, it's pretty good. I can see why it's well loved, but I understand from like I wasn't really big into this as a kid or really got the opportunity. It's we're gonna be speaking from
Well, you're not like the others.
different experiences, you
Watch
know.
out! It might shoot something out of those
Like
rounds.
if you're there,
Something's aiming
if
at
you were
us.
there,
Stasis mine incoming! Incoming!
sorry, like if it's the first thing that you've ever done, you're gonna have nostalgia for it, but that doesn't make it a good experience. It just becomes like a human, we share story kind of experience.
Look out
I
for
don't know.
the parking.
Owie.
Look out! Overgrowth protocol at the ready.
Sorry. Playing the spin the bottle. That's how you lost. That's where your first kiss was. Just playing spin the bottle. That's a really funny way to lose your, well, not lose, to do your first kiss. I feel like it's a perfect story. Thought it was a joke until that no one actually played until then. Yeah. I don't think I ever played spin the bottle, but I was not hanging out with girls my age. I was not hanging out with girls. They found me very weird. Which, like, I understand. I wasn't very confident in myself, and that kind of exudes bad energy. Ooh, confuse. That's okay. I was there. I played it with my cousin as a kid. It's fine. It's fine. Ocarina of Time, like, I understand you loving it, but... Richard Dawkins came up with a word for this kind of shared cultural phenomenon. What was it? Yes, a meme. But
We can use this.
if you call it a meme, people are going to immediately jump to defend it. I agree. It is a meme. It is mimetic. It is the mimetic shared culture. It's a little bit less of a monoculture now, unless... Well, I mean... You can very easily fall down a rabbit hole culturally and kind of like scrabble your way out of there. Crusher and Impeder.
Mighty Mo.
sure both will
I
have
stuff the
stuff we can
impeders are
use.
the guys that throw mines everywhere. That's my immediate assumption. One spider and one impeder. I don't remember which one a spider is. Experimental high output lasers are in use for security and protection against pests. Got it. Extremely literal in my word choice. This is a common issues with my communication. Well, I completely understand where you're coming from because I also do that. Hey, you shared that you were diagnosed autistic, correct, WT? I am, yes. Just to share here, pretty sure, like, self-diagnosed, but pretty sure it's there. I kind of did the psychology study stuff because I was like, you know what? I don't need a doctor to tell me that an apple is an apple. Well, yeah, it comes with the space. I'm no fool. Yeah, scrolling Twitch, you're not finding the most neurotypical people. One of the hallmark traits were operative, not intuitive. Yeah, you give us a process, and we follow the process, and then when it deviates, makes it difficult. I think we're gonna go with a one-on-one.
Damn it. No turning back now.
Aw, man. I should have looked the other way at least. The upgrade point, certainly a little bit better of an option. I do wish that I had more special stuff. I figure I'm given it. Might as well use it.
Here it comes! Look out!
Okay, so we're playing jump rope.
I owe you. Skippery soul.
Okay, it's not even that fast either.
Yeah, let's do this. Let's take this.
I mean, I don't really know what to say about this combat other than, like, I'm doing it. I think the system is interesting. The idea of having to hack... Like, it's if Alan Wake were a Metroidvania, or more of a Metroidvania-like. Ow. I think this is just kind of full-on Metroid, so...
It's over.
Just to loop back on the game. I'm not feeling like much... It's interesting. That's really all I can say. I don't know if I'm having fun with it or not.
Lot of lip.
I can't really tell.
Might be some good stuff in there.
If you're up for the challenge.
I need to get a gate key. Okay, well, I guess we gotta go back.
Hurry back and get that to cabin.
Cabin coin. Yep. Wow, it's almost like they're giving me the thing so that I can do the thing. Thank you. Alan Wake Metroidvania is crazy. It kind of feels like if Alan Wake were a Metroidvania. That's kind of where I'm landing with this. Lancer 2, Spider 1. Okay, well... Crusher 2, Crusher Mark 2. Okay. Alright then. Well, I'm just gonna drop down here.
Is this the right way?
Guess we'll find out.
Unit printer menu. I'll take the riot blaster, please. Fill up my empty slots so that I can use them.
Jump you!
Okay.
We had a unit that could delete nodes.
If only we had it. Okay, well, I imagine this is going to be something. You know what? Actually, I have alt mode, so let's pop that and just.
How you like this?
Also, this is hitting the big boys too.
Get off.
You know what? Pop one of these too. I do feel... I appreciate a game that gives me a lot of tools. I was a big Spider... In the Marvel Spider-Man for PlayStation... What was it? PlayStation 4?
Shoot it where it's weak, you!
Thank you. Thank you. I am going to shoot it where it's weak.
Be careful!
Okay, well, that's just me being a fool. I feel like it's rare to find a
Take this.
a AAA slower sort of deal. Like, it's slower action combat is the description that I give it. Also, I was talking about Marvel Spider-Man, the Sony ones. Those were really good. The first game, I think I played through like 2/3 of the second game previously.
All these units, Hugh. I'm glad we came this way.
Yeah, give me another Riot Blaster, actually. I appreciate that the first Marvel Spider-Man gives you a ton of gadgets. Oh, well, this is... Is this really going to be the boss? Yep.
Please remove them from the premises.
It's got a high
I don't know what I
energy
expected.
capacitator.
What the heck does that mean?
It means its attacks might be bigger.
Well, why didn't you say that earlier?
What are you... I kind of hate Hugh. He's kind of head empty.
Leave the shooting to me.
Okay, I really appreciate using the decoy for
Get back!
the first time I ever fight an enemy as well. Some of these tools are fun. But yeah, the first game really gives you so many tools. And the second game, I think, like, makes a quarter of the gadgets. But I love going into a fight being like, okay, I'm just gonna stick 6 of these guys against the wall, because it gives you so many of the consumables. Like, you get them back for downing guys, and if you use a bunch of gadgets that make the combat that much easier too. Like, it wasn't hard, it's just, it's Batman combat. But it's a lot more interesting to use the tools mid-combat.
Blinking the enemy.
Why am I using multi-hack here? Because I feel like the Arkham games, I didn't really play with the tools nearly as
Don't
much.
go inside the circle.
Very, very similar formula.
Don't go inside the circle.
Take this!
Does this give me extra overcharge too? No? Okay. Noted.
This again? So much for machinery.
Stasis mine.
Ow.
Get ready.
But anyways, I played specifically a lot of the Marvel one. And because I really enjoyed the combat. Like, all of the combat challenges, and especially them being very specific with what they want to do.
Splitting the hat.
It felt good. You really felt like you are Spider-Man. Everybody loves Spider-Man, right? I mean, I'm just tired of superheroes at this point. I feel like most people are too. I feel like superhero fatigue has been in full swing since at least Endgame. Because it's like, okay, guys, we've reached the pinnacle of what this genre wants to say on a mass scale. Let's just call it quits. Everybody that's really enjoying it, we'll get to it. Never really been a big superhero head either. No.
Is that it?
No. Like, I liked Spider-Man. Like, superheroes are kind of fun, especially as a child. But I just don't really care anymore. Like how in Watchmen everyone gets tired of superheroes, so all their comics are about pirates. The One Piece is real! It's just like, yeah, what's the
Animals.
flavor of the week? Focus on the flavor of the week.
And now we got deer.
They look like family.
Once
Probably a buck
the
and his
peak of
fawn.
that
So
is reached,
their
it's,
DNA is a 50%
you will
match.
go
Well-
lower down.
A family isn't just what's in your DNA.
It isn't?
Whoa.
Not at all. I mean, I was adopted.
Adopted?
Yeah. When a
Adopted?
family takes you in as their own. Even though we don't share the same DNA, they're still my family. And I love them.
Wow. What a deep and meaningful thing to say. I love my family. Tell me more. Is war bad as well? They didn't tell her about anything, did they? No. No. More training data. Okay.
Oh no. There's a broken cabin here. Maybe
Cheap
That's
shot.
their
I mean,
training
these are
simulation data.
just charms. Got it. What's the equipable item? Rings? Let's play Eternal Ring on stream sometime too as well. Let me think about that. Let me add that to my own list of games I want to play. Eternal Ring. I actually have a copy of it for the PS4.
Almost forgot about the limb regulator.
Lila,
lift to go
get
see
up,
Ape, right?
Lila.
Yeah. Yeah.
Eternal Ring was I watched the Josh Strife Hayes video about it because I was like, oh, FromSoft, I love FromSoft game. I want to see where their roots come from, and playing that, like seeing that game played, I'm like, oh yeah, this is just a different Kingsfield, like, which I think is kind of fun. We got the spin-offs of it. What's the other one? There's at least 2 more, but I can't remember the names. It's Shadow Tower Abyss? Shadow Tower Abyss. Yes, that is the one. Insane magic system and all. Oh yeah, the magic systems in these games were fucking crazy.
Look, a new unit.
A pulse carbine. Easy to fire, capable of fully automatic fire. Rifle prioritizes speed over power. Hitting enemy weak points will slightly increase heat buildup. Ammo will replenish automatically. Okay, so aim really well and get rewarded for it. Got it. I'm fine with that. That's my system anyways. As far as game studio origins go, FromSoft is right up there. Elden Ring, from the creators of Armored Core. Yeah, that was their it was their first game, Armored Core, right? Because Armored Core got like, I mean, it had 5 before the newest one. I think they released one for placed like mid to late aughts. I don't know if they released one in the 2010s though. I don't think they did. I mean, it just goes to show, like, doing thing consistently and iterating and constantly saying, like, this is how we're going to progress our art form and adapt to what we are capable of and in the times. Like, the focus on the, like, making their own thing rather than just copying other stuff. Like, working with the implementations as well. Kingsfield 1 through 3 was their first games, then Armored Core. Okay, thank you. Thank you for the correction. But yeah, I just love it.
Here.
It's very inspiring
Well,
as
I
like
sure didn't skimp on security.
an aspiring artist to
I think the trees by the lift are getting smaller.
Almost
be able
there.
to continue to do something
It's
like
right.
that.
There's
I mean, that
still
and
one
like
more left.
watching so many other, I'm gonna say, content creators. Just watching so many other content creators that like do this for a long enough time to be like, okay, I'm iterating into my own style, And like, what are my inputs?
That's
Because
me. You thought of it. I see. Be careful, Diana. Will do.
okay. I also want to go to the rest point. Where's my save point? Just outside of this room? Okay. Oh shit! A gun that feels good. Can I... Okay, it's just straight up an upgrade. Like, I don't... It's just... Okay, cool. Yeah, awesome. I'll take that. I love that. The elevator is coming back down. Thank you. I would rather be in charge of that myself, personally. But yeah, talking further on as being an aspiring artist, it's like, I really want to see what kind of evolution I can have. Where the fuck am I going? I need to leave. I need to go rest. I imagine, or... let's just keep going, actually. The best creatives are always changing their work. They're evolving their own style further as well. Understanding, like, what do I want to be doing? Where do I want to focus my efforts? And I think that a good artist being able to shift where they so desire is, it's inspiring. Like, I have to have a day job. Otherwise, I will be a starving artist. And it kind of leaves me with less time, but...
If we reboot one more limb regulator,
gotta build
the
up
tree
a
will
store
disappear.
of cash. Drives me absolutely mad when I see music fans complaining to their bands that their music isn't like what it used to be. That's the point. Yes. You see that specifically with Radiohead's Iron Lung, and the writing a song being like, I'm tired of being chained to this one song that everybody wants to hear, and just talking about that. Yeah, exactly. And also, yeah, the new stuff Muse is putting out, because it sounds exactly the same as their old stuff, and let me tell you, I don't need any more of it. It just sounds like more Muse, and it's like, okay. It doesn't really feel innovative or like as a new style anymore, because you kind of like,
Come on,
this is already what you do,
something.
and you've done it a lot. Like, there's only so many paintings of flowers that I can look at by an artist before I go like, okay, they paint a lot of flowers. Each of them is beautiful in its own way, but I don't want to look at only flowers. It's fine. I'm not a Muse fan anyway, but I think it's fine. I think Muse is fun. I like Knights of Sidonia. I think that's probably my favorite song of theirs, but that's because Rock Band 3, I played that first and I was like, "Oh, this is kind of a fun one." But not really. It's all the same, so it's really whatever one goes to you. That's why my favorite band is my favorite.
Something.
Just jumping all over electronic music pond from agrotech to synth ballads. He changes and it's clear. Yeah, like I love seeing artists be like, okay, I feel like I have my familiarity with this. Let's go channel it into a different monkey branch of this and kind of climb in this functional skill where it's like you essentially see a line, like a chart, where they get better as an artist through these different variations in the medium. Otherwise, you plateau. He changes and it's clear. It's like watching a family member grow. It isn't as parasocial as it sounds. I do know this artist. I mean, even just being a fan, it's like, oh, that is a great comparison. Just like, oh, I have a fond appreciation towards you and the art that you do, and just
Tell
how
me a story.
your growth as an artist is. Because to me, art is really sorry, we're just gonna stare at this. We're gonna just look at this little girl for a little bit. That's how you bond, right? Just just look at each other. Do your idle animations at each other. But yeah, I don't think it's I don't feel like that's parasocial as long as you're recognizing like, oh yeah, this is just somebody that I'm aware of existing, and being able to be proud of seeing just an art form expressed in such a fashion.
Man, I hope the other regulator's easier to find. Why'd they have to shove it in the middle of
Talking
nowhere?
back to the little girl now.
It's more fun that way?
You call that fun? Running around looking for those things?
Yeah, I'm having a great time. It's just so
We've
fun.
seen all kinds of nature.
Well, maybe it ain't all bad.
I understand. I just meant in this instance, his number is in my phone. Yeah. I mean, yeah. Like, if you know the guy, you can obviously be like, oh yeah, I love this guy. Moved to Austria, though. Not like I'll see him much anymore. That is such a bummer. Losing people. I mean, if it sounds like he's kind of smart in that fashion, being like, actually, you know what? Maybe Austria is not so bad. Maybe Austria is better than the States right now. Unfortunately, he bugged out of LA and no one held it against him. I wouldn't. I'd be like, okay, can we hang out on Discord still? Like, play a game or something together?
Tell me a story.
Maybe watch a movie?
You ever play any of those games that kids are into? Like hide and seek?
What's that?
You hide, someone finds you.
That
rinse and
kids
repeat.
are into?
I was a
What the
master at it. Not a single person could find
Yeah, yeah. Did they ever play any of those like
All
kitty
right,
games with
let's
you?
give it a shot.
All right, let's play.
Hugh, let's play
Hide and seek.
Ready or not, here we go. Come find me, Hugh.
You can. Oh, I have 60 seconds, or I can give up. Make me the world's worst dad and just give up instantly.
I'm over here.
Am I stupid?
I'm over here.
Thank you. For some reason, I can't help but look over.
Can you find me?
I'm just the world's worst dad in that I'm stupid, and also a little bit world's highest chef.
It's been so long. Ten, 9, 8, 7.
Okay, I am just the world's worst dad.
5, 4, 3, 2. Wow, Hugh, you're so good at this. You won't find me next time. I'll pick a super hard spot.
Win at peekaboo, or peekaboo. Win at hide and seek. Why name it peekaboo? Is that the way that people respond to that typically? Also, the framing on this is so funny. Wow, hey kid, check out my cool gun. She's just like, wow, that is a gun. I have no idea what the fuck any of this means. Okay, your world's worst dad coffee mug in the post. Thank you, thank you. Check it out, kid. Look at my sick-ass gun. Dad going hyperfixation mode. Let's just keep increasing the duration on this. Check out this gun. Check this out, Diana. Gun larger than she is tall. She is clapping at your sick ass gun. Yay, murder! Baby Rage is so good with that. Yes, yes, I'm a baby and I'm pogging at murder. I love killing. Sure, I'll be able to equip that. Okay, confuse. Let's crank that up. Actually, I feel like friendly fire kind of good. And then we'll just also upgrade all of them because they throw so many at us. Critical shot. Probably need to bump these as well. I'm not. We'll get to it eventually. I'm not really super pressed. Did I explain to you already about how we could dilate our perception of time to where a single second can be 1 billion years inside a digital matrix? No, I don't think we've talked about that, Abdarin. Got to shoot a gun that shooting upright about 5 feet once. That was bonkers. Such firearms are out there. Oh yeah, big ass guns do exist, and like I have no issues with that from a like coolness perspective. It's just like firearms are really an interesting evolution into the world. Generally more havoc and pain caused by them, I think. But I don't know if the gun was a net positive for humanity necessarily. It's I'll call it the great equalizer. Let me ask you a question then. I'm not on drugs. I'm always like this. That's really sorry. I'm getting caught up in on the chat conversation here. It's a job gig.
That thing.
Teaching a class for lunch, they ask, "Do you want to shoot a 50 caliber anti-material rifle?"
Drawing was so
Yeah,
much
yeah.
fun that I kind of made a mess.
Ask Mitch yourself. Oh yeah, Abdarin is
New training sim data has arrived.
I appreciate.
Be sure to give it a try.
I appreciate the random ass questions.
Oh, you have
Keep 'em
quite
coming,
the
please.
eye organ.
I guess. Am I gonna do all of these? It would make the game a little easier. Fuck it. Anyways, 1 second can be a billion years inside of a digital matrix. I think that is an interesting idea. I don't really know what we would do with that. Other than like maybe torture people? Or use that for like training simulation stuff? That's like kind of the extent to which that I could see a practical use for that. Well, torture not really, but I could see practical use in training. I'm not gonna do side content MFs when the side content helps the main game. It's side and like it's good enough. I guess I'll do a little bit to make my life a little easier, you know. Reach target in 65 seconds. Okay. Obviously, humans are seeking to live good and have a good time. So that's why immortality is so interesting and eternal youth. That's true. I mean, it could then you turn it into digital setup. But then I think Fallout 3 has a quest line specifically about this where essentially people are locked into torture for like, you know, a long period of time. I don't think I'm gonna live a normal. I'm gonna live a life where I continue to grow and I eventually grow old and I go, okay, I'm done. That's the beauty of life. I work with digital matrices daily. They still work on relativity. That is true. Technically, you don't see anything. It's your eyes seeing light, sending signals to our brain. That is what sight is. We got enough computational power, understanding more of how our brains work, etc. Everything is pretty insightfully plausible to occur. I cannot engage with this. It's first year college philosophy. We did talk about this here. I mean, this is just... if I was offered the Fountain of Youth, sure, I'd take it, but I wouldn't... I'm not going to spend my whole life looking for it. I'm going to live a life that I find enjoyable, and one that I can kind of be like, I tried to do my best. Maybe if I could run it back, I would, but I'm not going to... If somebody offers me immortality, I'd be like, okay, what's the downside? I get to find new people to hang out with throughout the ages and just kind of exist. I'm gonna be a Tom Bombadil motherfucker. I'm gonna be like, huh, oh, who are you? Alright, I'm gonna go back to the woods now. I'll be back when I need my next bit of pipe weed. Otherwise, bye. Come out of my cave once a year. Just kind of try and, you know, I'm going to brush up on all these different ideas for different art pieces that are just like, I'm just going to make like, I'm going to focus on making really, really good cave paintings. I'm going to learn the old styles and I'm going to start making cave paintings again. I'm going to be the best cave painter in the world. I would probably... There would be people out there that would be like, I gotta write down everything that happens. I gotta be the one that writes down the history books. Me, I'm gonna be the motherfucker that's like, I want to be the world's best cave painter. I'm gonna be the world's best guitarist. Oh, the guitar? Gone 300 years ago. Used to take game notes. If you want to paint caves, you're in one of the best places to see form work. That's true. The Mountain West region is very good. Just don't do it on public lands, eh? Oh no, I'm gonna practice on like middle of nowhere. I won't do it where there's like people hiking and shit. I'll go to like the Rocky Mountains in Canada in just the middle of fucking nowhere and just be like, all right, time to go find a cave. Let's start painting in here. If I realize that I'm immortal, it's just like, okay, I'm just I'm finding places to do art. Laws don't matter to me. Laws are I'm gonna be a performance artist, baby. I'm gonna do my art in abandoned military facilities with biohazard logos. Hell yes, that's a great place to do it, Crack Dota. By matrix, I mean simulation. Don't understand the terminology, but everybody gets the concept. I mean, I don't know if I would want to be locked. Like, if I have the choice to lock into it and be like, well, if I want to pull the plug at any point, I can leave. Then I'm gonna be like, yeah, sure, fuck it. I'll do that for as long as I think is interesting, and then otherwise be done. Get on to living and like continuing my life. That could be a fun little indulgence every now and then. Obviously, we'd have to break down a lot more about our brains and perception of reality than we already know. There's definitely more to it, because it is a lot about perception, and the way that like we perceive is generally how we create things with our understanding of how the universe works with our limited set of capabilities, you know, just as individuals. Oh yeah, I have a sprint. Oh. No. Oh, okay, never mind. We're good. We're probably gonna have to run this back one more time. Yeah, we're definitely gonna have to run it back. No! Okay, well. Hang on, I want to read these again. You need a computer that can process trillions of years worth of data per second. Okay, so you're asking specifically about the Matrix and like what it would be required to be in the Matrix. Probably not any technology that we are figuring out anytime soon. It's a Moore's Law? Yeah. What's Moore's Law? Hang on. Moore's Law. Number of transistors. Oh, yeah. Okay, yes. Brushing up. Moore's Law, bro. At the 2 nanometer scale. We're confronting quantum systems now. Yeah. Quantum really is a different system altogether. Nano machine, son. Energy consumption would need to power something that can do this? Probably more power than the sun. Like nuclear fusion, definitely. Or fission, I can't remember. I'm not a nuclear physicist. I'm a moron on the internet. Can't make it go any smaller without electrons jumping all over hell like toddlers. Fusion together, fission apart. So nuclear fission. I can't remember the way that it's done. I can't remember which one it is usually done. I'll look it up in a second. I want to focus on this first. See if we can speed this up at all. The sun can fuse atoms, we cannot. We can do fission of radioactive elements. Yes, okay. Thank you for enlightening me. Thank you for saving me the Google. But yes, it would probably require some crazy ass system that we are also a long way off from. Okay, that will also not work. Run it back again. So I don't think that's on a scale that I just don't care for. I want to. If it were in front of me, I'm like, okay, sure. Let's talk about theoretically. Oh fuck. Like if I were a vampire. If somebody were a vampire and were offering me immortality, I'd probably say no. I like the sun. I like the night. I kind of like the versatility that I have and the variability in just kind of everything I get in my life. Variety is the spice of life. I'm a night owl, but I'm not a forever night owl. Waking up in the morning every now and then is kind of like a good option to have. There's another one's layman use of theory. Yeah, that's true. I'll theory craft with you, sure. Fuck it, let's talk about it. Feeling of going for a drive, approaching sunset is hard to give up, but also like being immortal. I don't really care about being immortal. Being locked into a set of rules like that, I just don't care. I like my variability in my life. I like being able to be like, all right, well, I'm going to grow old and die. Memento mori, baby. The life that I will have lived in this will be that much more beautiful. Okay, I keep fucking this up. Well-tested and generally assumed to be near a law, but isn't law. A hypothesis isn't a theory. Okay, yes, hypothesizing. Let us hypothesize about these scenarios. Most fucked up moral question I've ever faced is, would you ever enter eternal hell? You're eternally there, obviously, but every single person who you decide gets to go to heaven. That would make heaven and hell real, and I just... I decide me? Yeah, like... I don't really want to engage with that question because it's like, no? I kind of want to leave that everybody else. Like, would I be willing to be Jesus Christ for everybody I know? Didn't we already have Jesus do this? Isn't that what Christianity believes in? Hang on, am I being asked if I would, like, if I believe in Jesus? Is this a ridiculous way to reduce down? Do I believe in Jesus or would I be Jesus if given the choice? Jesus had a temporary death thing. Yeah, he died for 3 days and then came back and said, all right, guys, I've saved you all. He got the better deal. I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna be like, okay, well, if Jesus really did that, then cool. I don't really need to worry about it. I can just, like, be my own person. Otherwise, what does it really matter? He either did it and it's true, or he didn't. I'm not gonna really sweat that. I have more important things to worry about, like my taxes. I have temporary things that I gotta deal with. Hang on, let's roll back here. It's literally my job description. Yeah, WT, you really you're biting the bullet for people enough as is. Could be all of humanity or no one, up to you, but they would cease to exist otherwise. No one goes to hell except you. And you say no, then you and everyone else just ceases to exist anyways. Hang on, aren't there like anime and manga about this? I'll absolutely become Madoka and reduce everyone's suffering. Sure, yeah, like the blue button question again. I'm pressing the blue button. Sure, if I die, I I put I went all in on believing in everybody else, and I'll continue to do that because the idea otherwise is like, okay, people really are that inherently selfish. That completely shatters my perceptions and worldview. Cool. I get to be dead now. I bet on humanity coming out as being like generally good, and that's fine. For 30 days, yeah, or something. I'll be Jesus again, just don't make a religion out of me, but I'll do the thing. Yeah, like I'll do the same thing. Just be like, yeah, thanks on the way up. That's all I need. I'll bite the bullet. Although if everybody just else ceases to exist, I feel like I would need some polling time and be like, "Hey, I kind of want to talk to everybody about this." Talking literal trillions of years later, you're in hell still. I would say no. I I would want to experience the nuances of that rather than just like you hit a button, it's over. I'm in hell forever. Because I think if an extraplanar deity were like, "Alrighty, motherfucker, you're it. You're the one that's getting tortured forever. Here's the button to decide to save everybody else," I think I'd be like, "Can I have a little bit of time to talk to people about this?" And be like, "So I'm gonna do this, but like, can you appreciate being alive for me and not having everything suck? Just do it for your own good and for me." Riley, hello. Sorry, we're chatting about essentially like, would I be Jesus? Theory crafted question. So Chu, I just want to be nothing afterwards. I kind of just want to be nothing. Like I just want to be dead. You barely notice after the first million. Also, like Am talks about this. That's what I think you I have no mouth and I must scream is about as well. There's one guy at the end that's like, "Okay, I've saved everybody. I've killed the other 3 people that are experiencing hell so that they don't have to keep experiencing this." Imagine if someone else got to make either I burn in hell and the people of my choice get to heaven, get to either exist in heaven or cease to exist, or I just say no one exists. I mean, I would be if somebody said, "I think I'm just gonna make it so that no everybody kind of stops existing." I'd be like, "Okay, can we postpone this? Can we do like a year out and we can really all kind of appreciate like the niceties of life?" Or are we gonna do that? Because like there are things I'd like to do, but I would like to get a sense of preamble to the finality, the inevitable end. That's why you kind of gotta appreciate it while we can. The fish population, yes. On that timeline, I'd prefer lack of afterlife. Yeah, I just don't just like show me a stat screen and then I can be like, all right, that's the end. Bye. If it were me, everyone goes to heaven. I'm not choosing that isn't my place. Yeah, I'm sure everybody can go to heaven. I'm gonna admit that I would do Jesus. You pissed this much piss? Exactly. Wow, that I shit like 30 pounds of shit in my life. Huh. Interesting. Most damage taken from food. All right. I took a 99%er. Sheesh. Really bounced back from that 1%. Clutch moment. Anyways, you can save the decider by ceasing to exist yourself, and all humans by choice of decider will exist in heaven, or you can let them make the decision. I mean, yeah, like if given the option, I would take yes. Deal damage using enemies. Does this have... I don't know how I would do that. Anyways. Pull out the game pieces and put them on the table for this. Also, I need a beer. Yeah. We always wish I had a running statistics page in my whole life. I would love that. Just like, yeah, seeing the external data would be like, oh, okay, cool. You know what? All right. Bye, guys. You choose one animal to take over as the next human. To really advance, become civilized, sentient, dominant species with high intelligence. Which one? Squid is a good choice. I mean, squid are like... really, really creative problem solvers in the first place. So, they're incredibly intelligent creatures. What other ones would I want to exist? Oops. Oops. I think I would want, like, a marsupial. I don't think they've really... Well, they kind of did. Never mind. They did kind of get their own time period between mammals sort of taking over, aka humans becoming kind of just a problem. Ow. There's a missile around. Tell you to fuck off. I'm not very good. I don't know how to deal with these fights very well. Am I really that slow? I guess speed it up. Quid. You're in heaven. What do you want to know about your life? How many people thought of me while they masturbated? Really? Right now? I think I read a book about that recently, actually. I think I do remember reading a book about that somewhat recently. A whole book? Well, it was like the moral end, the ending.
Watch out! There's more!
Kind of about a man accepting that he's going to die one day. And kind of just being like, okay, I accept it when I die. I'm not gonna fight that. That's just a reality, baby. Damn, I thought I was into written smut.
I got him!
I like this.
Missile spotted!
What am I doing? Bro discovered the secret Barnes and Noble section. You know, everything's about death, right? In the long term, kind of. Ow. Okay. I am speeding up, but we'll get there maybe.
You're going down.
Just the. I don't give the fucks or if the books are more expensive in the store. That's fine. I will pay for my book and my brick and mortars. I'd rather get used books, actually, personally. Sorry, I don't know how. Sorry. I'm a little lost in the sauce here. I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing as well as be on top of chatting. And that's not going that well, obviously. Can you open up for me? Discovered I had a mental change with the concept of death a couple of years ago. Bizarre but extremely liberating feeling. Yeah, I think death is one thing that we really should like accept, that life is will come to an end at some point, and it is. It's kind of a hard thing to compartmentalize at times, but one day we will all die. So, oh, that's a really obnoxious thing to have to deal with. At least that's an instant kill. Okay, well, Elon says I'm gonna be immortal, so well, that wouldn't be the first time Elon Musk has lied. Can be literally tonight. I'm okay with that. I mean, just think about it wherever. Think about the way that you experience life and the fact that we will one day die. Not the easiest thing to wrap your head around sometimes. But I'd rather accept that and be like, okay, yeah. Things are going to one day come to an end. That's just reality. If I could change things, I would, but I will instead say being alive with no real hang-ups other than what I'm used to. Sure. Third place is the books and coffee shop guide, and it pains me as well. I'm really sad that that whole vibe is kind of just gone. Can you, brother, can you fuck off? Kind of a real pain in my ass.
That pot is healing.
Well, I guess we're gonna repair again. I hate having time restraints on combat challenges like this. I'm like, I'm not. I'll fight this room, but fighting it in a quick. I'm not a Devil May Cry player. I'm not built like that. Honey Badger would never. Yeah, Elon would never lie to me.
Now it's my turn.
my favorite. I'm his favorite. He told me. All the other ones were not nearly as good.
Missile spotted. Huge. Yeah.
Take that!
Hey, open up, man. Show me that back. Ow. Can I say it? This combat looks annoying as fuck. I'm not the biggest fan of the way that it wants me to do a lot of things here. TBH. Like, it's fine, but it's kind of like, all right, I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna be doing this minigame on literally every single thing, and it's a little bit long in the how long I need to actually do it for, and especially a combat arena like that. Does not look fun, and I continue to think the sound design is meh. Sound design is extremely boring. My vibe so far is I feel like grinding in WoW was less tedious than this. What if Dark Souls had a hacking minigame in combat? Yeah, I'm just gonna if I'm gonna play a Metroidvania that's kind of like this, I'm gonna go play Nine Souls or Hollow Knight or Silk Song, because those are kind of like big standouts for quality and like being very good. Sorry, I missed a lot of chat here as well. When you get so rich, life is so boring. You need to discover immortality and understand every single thing that exists or can exist or can't. All of science 100% unlocked plus immortality. I mean, being that rich is just like, well, I'm just gonna not appreciate the novelty of anything. I think that's kind of it. But yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of these challenges either, because it's just like, all right, I have to.
It's over.
Okay.
Something's aiming at us. Look out for its arcing sensor. Look out!
Am I able to?
Guess that's that.
Am I able to line up a line? Is that the question that you're asking me? Because yeah, I can line up a line. Chivo, never mind, I love this combat. I got an achievement. This game's the best to ever do it. This shit is so fun. I got an achievement for it because I blew a bunch of shit up. I love hitting the red barrels. They're my favorite. So true, so true. Hi, Cabin. I just don't feel like there's a whole lot of characters or a whole lot of really anything here that I'm like, this is
An impeccable choice.
a standout in the genre. Mod Hyperfocus. Direct hits from enemies no longer reset the hacking matrix.
Bingo! Well done.
Okay, so do kind of annoying hacking minigame even more. Do it more better. How do you do? I do pretty good. How are
Hope
you,
you enjoy
Salt
your
Lights?
purchase.
Welcome to the chat. Sorry, I am whining a little bit. I'm gonna finish this game kind of be able to formulate my it's because it's not bad enough that I want to quit. It's like I might as well see what's here. I want to save quitting for experiences that are truly awful. Your balls swing low and free, friend. Okay, what if I wear tights? I appreciate the gesture. I appreciate what you're going for. Auto hacking. Press right stick to activate. Consumes a small amount of a hacking gauge to automatically complete. Okay, well, I would prefer if we just kind of used that instead of the super mode every time. May your balls swing regardless of attempt to corral them. That is a curse. Don't do that to me. Them bitches gotta stay contained. Save everybody else the trouble. May your pillow be hot on both sides tonight. No, stop! Why are you cursing? Why do you hate me? Let your balls roam. Free range. It's fully free range, baby. What kind of well wishes are these? They're curses. Tipping that was a throwaway, but hearing you say it out loud made me cackle. I don't want it. I don't want cursed testicles, please. These are terrible well wishes. These are terrible. I don't. You're inflicting me with. I'm just gonna stick with the pulse carb. This gun does not seem very good. Also, it uses the same level, so. Assume they're a urologist, everybody. Barrel into chat. Is everyone wearing their sunscreen and got their colonoscopy? Wear your fucking sunscreen, please. My skin. I mean, your skin. Hang on, that's not what a dermatologist is like. All the skin is mine. It's my skin. I grow skin for everybody. Seriously, wear sunscreen. Yeah, seriously, wear sunscreen. You are experiencing a micro level of radiation. You will get cancer if you're not careful. There's one thing you do. Yes, wear your fucking sunscreen. Our skin, Tom Ren.
Those are butterflies. Not sure
it's
what
our
kind.
skin.
Drink
Ours.
nectar, right?
Yeah, stuff's pretty sweet. Guess liking sweet things is something we both share.
Is bitter bad then?
Nah, it's not bad.
I mean,
It's
Hugh
just
isn't a bad
doesn't
dad,
bring a smile
but
to your
like,
face the same way.
I don't know
Wow.
anything about
Sweet
him
sounds fun.
about his personality that makes me go, yeah, this guy's interesting. Wear your sunscreen and get your sus mold looked at. True. Yes. Friendly reminder. Okay, the jump on this thing is crazy. When the heat gauge is full, they can be hit with a crit. Good to know.
Yeah, let's do this. Is that it?
This high up its altitude, that means way less atmosphere to break up the radiation. True, yes. If you are you gotta wear it. You gotta wear the sunscreen. literally all that we've learned is he's adopted. That's like that's not like him as a person. That's something that has occurred to him, and like it defines you, yes, but we don't really see that much either. Does Diana have character traits besides little girl robot? Serious question. She's just a little girl. She's just a special little robot girl. I think. She knows less things than Hugh, but still made fun of him for not knowing things and not wanting to ask any questions. Yeah, he's very incurious. She also stands on the protagonist's back. Yeah, Hugh man.
Well, you won't be able to get across like this.
Where the fuck is this? Okay, it's up here. Hugh man, galaxy brain. Yeah, just Mr. Hugh. Where the fuck is this? Is it under here? Nope. Sorry, I'm trying to locate it exclusively off of sound is not working for me.
Got it!
No, I'm gonna stick with that. Do we all agree the next mainline Legend of Zelda game is going to break the internet? I didn't like Tears of the Kingdom that much. I mean, I hope it does well and the people that like it enjoy it, or hope that it is good enjoy it, but I feel like Tears of the Kingdom is just, I was just like, okay. We've nuts and bolts our Breath of the Wild, and I thought Breath of the Wild was like fun, but it had things about it that made me not give it like a 10 out of 10. Tears of the Kingdom was a C minus. I got to the underground and I was like, I'm not really interested in what we're doing here, actually. This is kind of like not that fun. It does not compel me. But you will hear about it? Yeah, anything big enough, it's like, yeah, I'm gonna hear about I'm gonna hear about one of the biggest names in gaming releasing a big game that people are excited for. Of course, that's just what's gonna happen. I accept that. That's the internet. You will hear about it. Wasn't my game, go get it. Oh, you hate waffles? Prepare to be flayed alive. I don't even... It's not a... We don't need to worry about this. Data to accelerate the growth of lunafilament trees in the Terradome. Each chip promotes one stage of growth. Okay.
This chip holds a license to generate quasi-organic plant material.
My friend just messaged me and asked, hey, is this game any good? I have my eye on it for the summer sale. I'm gonna say I'd recommend other Metroidvanias over it, but if you're interested, it's like a 7, right? I'm glad we've been formulating this. I'd pay about $3. I'd pay maybe $20. I'd choose 9 souls over it personally. I'd go $10 and then the back $10 after it complete. Yeah, I think $10 and be like, okay, maybe I'll pay 20 for it. Hello. Oh, hi. Hi, Raptor Jesus. The friend that I was just messaging about this. I've been talking about this game for a hot minute. I think it's It's a 7. It's probably a 7.5 to a lot of people, but I would personally choose, like I said, I would choose Nine Souls over it. Just excited that a AAA studio released a new IP. I mean, yeah, I hope that if this game has a pipeline in the future, like there's a little bit more going on. No more sequels, remakes. I mean, I would support this. I would support this in that. It's just kind of like pretty middle of the road in terms of what I'm interested in. Like everyone's alive is stuck in the 85 through 99. I'm so tired. I'm really tired of all of the. We're making game 367. Like, I like Resident Evil. It's fun. I'm going to play them because like they're doing a really good job with them, but I do want more IPs and more interesting stuff. That's why I try to focus more indie generally.
It's working.
Even though the games that I'm playing right now are definitely not the most indie in that.
Look out for its targeting sensor. Yay!
But yeah, I mean, like,
Now!
I kind of do not like the hacking minigame. It's worn out its welcome for me. And that's kind of like, the rest of it is like kind of floaty. Kind of floaty action platformer. I'd rather play like a Doom game if I'm looking for kind of what this offers. Where it's like, yeah, explore the side stuff. There might be a limit on how many IPs can exist in fictional media world anyways. I mean, at some point things are going to be like, oh, this is similar to this.
Cool.
As ideas get made, but like new media is always being made, and some of it's going to be similar to others.
Through that door?
Yeah, but how are we gonna get there?
I also didn't think this was a
What if we
Metroidvania.
generate
It's a
more branches to
Metroidvania.
cross?
The base
Not a bad
principles
idea.
of it are like, look at this. We got loot boxes. We got the areas. The combat is kind of the only thing. Doom guy with Isabel on his back. I would play that. I would play the hell out of that game. Isabel, throw a turnip at that motherfucker. I would do that. Yeah, Doom guy shotgunning people. Mitsu. Oh, hi, Brongo. Sorry, I missed your message. How are you doing today, Brongo? We're kind of just hashing on how much this game is a 7 out of 10. June 2016 has a lot of those aspects and is not a Metroidvania. It feels more Metroidvania. I mean, it is kind of just. I'm just gonna call it Metroidvania because it's trying to. It's just trying to like do the collecting thing more and be like, here's your systems, here's your key charms, here's your mod, like here's your kit that you can swap out, which makes me go more Metroidvania because the mods say to me like, yeah, it's not just straight upgrades. Wish I was a 7 out of 10. Good for Pragmata. Brongo, you are at least a 7 out of 10. Mwah. You're beautiful, queen. And we love you. Same system converted to a shooter could work? Yes. Also, hi, Raptor Jesus. I didn't realize. I thought you were already following. Thank you for the follow. It's fine. Don't sweat it. I have not done self promo
Let's go find some chips.
at the friend group very much, just because I think it can be a little cringe. No, this is first time in the stream.
Let me go back to the
Well,
center.
happy to have you. Thanks for stopping by and hanging out. Right now, there's a random indie game that you will never know that has lore and everything. There are so many random indie games that will never see the light of day. The fire hose is on with indie games. There will always be some. It's just a matter of like which ones get publicity. That's just how gaming culture kind of is. You gotta get your game in front of people, otherwise you don't make money. Which is kind of what content creators are about. But, like, this is just, I'm playing this to play it in my downtime kind of deal. Point still stands. Capitalism will boil it down to 6 things, make the most money by math. All the others get the chop. That is usually how big game studios go to. All right, this one didn't make as much money as the new stuff, as the old stuff, so we stick with the old stuff. Innovation is dead. Long overdue slap in the face to AAA pubs. Yes, we need desperately need a wake up call for.
Good job,
Get ready.
Desperately need a wake up call for a lot of AAA development. Like, there are good games, but I feel like you're not getting Baldur's Gate 3s every day for a reason. And that's because it requires, like, competent people and, like, heart and soul and a focus on that rather than just the pursuit to make money. Indie has always been popping off. Oh yeah, we love indie games. Like, ever since computer gaming has really become a thing. Also, it has a dodge. It has a dodge system, so, you know.
Gem chip.
2 more left.
Dodge system, jump.
Too long.
I think market economics should exist always. I'd prefer things shift a little bit from how they are currently, but that's kind of where can I make a potentially disastrous game request? Dota, if you have 5,000 points, put it in the raffle.
Get back to the shelter.
But yes, you can also make a request and talk about it. Starfield? Please don't make me play Starfield, man. I'll play it, but please don't. I'm just trying to climb here. Sunless Sea. Ooh! It's a great one. That's a game that I've been interested in playing a little bit more of. The problem with games like that... That's another interesting one in the raffle. Sunless Sea. That game has really interesting stuff going on with it. I'm not very good at it.
Try putting the chip into the machine, Hugh.
But I'm interested. I've played a little bit. Starfield? I have like 200 hours. It's a really good, it's a good game. I've played it a little bit. I just kind of bounced off of it because I was like, okay, I need to learn what the fuck is... I need to do some homework for it to really get good. Sorry, I missed Starfield. Abdarin, if you have 5,000 points, you can put it into the raffle. It's fine. You gotta. It's the reward for watching the stream is you get to see me play the games that you want me to play. Why would you do our streamer like that? That's just mean. Tragically underlooked. What's the other one? Sorry, I didn't realize WT also replied. I've heard good things. I'm interested. If it wins, I will not be disappointed. Starfield. Starfield, I mean, I will play it.
Check. Take this.
If that's what you want. Or Fallen London. Sunless Sea or Sunless Skies first? Sunless Skies or Fallen London? You know what? I want to overload this. This is kind of annoying. Oh, thank you. Just around the corner.
We did it!
Perfect. See first. Sunless Sea was the brood, Sunless Skies was the rooster. Okay. Let's see for the vibes. Skies is really good. I'm learning so much. I know that there are several games in the series, and that's about my extent with it. Leaning Skies for QOL. That the stories are neatly divided. I love to hear that. I love to hear that the skies are not the skies. The games are separate enough that learning the previous game is playing the previous game. You are a little bit rewarded for intuiting the systems more. Skies takes so long to get scary. Seas just drops you into the good shit. Skies has been. I hope everyone is having a good time with my game of the year so far, and no one here hates it. Because I'm not here for long enough to see your response. Bye. I don't hate it, Daft. I'm glad that you like it. I'm glad that it makes you feel things. I love you, and I love that you like the game.
What do we have here?
Oh, good. An enemy behind an invisible wall.
I got it!
But yes, I'm just like, I'm glad that I have played it, but it's not one of those games that I would have, definitely not one that I would have picked for myself.
Back off! Take this!
I will at least be in on the zeitgeist. It's a matter of appreciating the culture of it, and I'm fine with that.
Uh-oh. Dead end.
Guess this way doesn't lead to a regulator out.
Like, you have to play games that you don't fully jive with in order to be like, okay, refine my opinions on things generally. You can't be a good media enjoyer without enjoying. Like, you got to eat your vegetables sometimes. Can you ping me if you roll it? I'm being serious. I'll be there if I can. Oh yeah, I'll ping. I will. I should probably write down who suggests the games too, but I'll add Cracked Dota to that. We'll change how we do our systems right now. Cracked Dota. I think double check who suggested it through the rewards requests, which I will Discord my ass. I'll ping you specifically along with the notification squad ping just for you, Dota. You do not have to sign up for it. Knife. Pentiment. We know who Pentiment is. Riley. RE7. That's a Daft. That's a good decision by Daft. And Brungo for Outer Wilds. I appreciate you. Mwah.
Let's use a chip to make
Appreciate
a
you too, Dota.
I want to
Thanks
see
for being here.
branches generate again.
Well, look who's
Thanks
in
for
a
chilling
chipper
and
mood.
hanging. Kind of open world gamer brain, so I can't comprehend what you're playing. What? I can't wander in my open world? What kind of game is this? I'll go back to my Starfield. I'll go back to my NG plus 23 Starfield run. Rewards you for playing a game that rewards you for playing through the dog shit story over and over. That's just such a funny thing. Gotta have opposites, light and dark, dark and light. Painting just like video games. Gotta have a little sadness once in a while so you can know when the good times come. Bob Ross, probably. Absolutely. Great, great paraphrasing of a poet of our time. These limb replicators are convenient, but the massive influx of power they require means they inevitably end up bulky. I wanted to try running one on a mobile power source, so I created a mini handheld replicator using an EVA suit as a battery. I'd say it was about 30% successful. It was pretty handy, but it guzzled electricity. It'd take about 4 or 5 batteries just to make a wall like this. That defeats the point of miniaturization in the first place. Still, mistakes are half the fun of discovery. Maybe I'm not managerial material, but I'm happier that way. Call it playing around if you like, but at least I'm doing what I love. I mean, yeah, that's science, baby. That's innovation. You gotta experiment. You gotta fail to have your successes. That's art. Maybe it should be Sky's season so good though. I mean, I would prefer to play the first game first. I don't want to lose the QOL features, IMO. I'm a lot more about the start with the worst version so that you can see the better version and be like, oh, this is how they iterated. This is how it improves the general experience. Or here's what I dislike about it. Yeah, let's go return to shelter real quick. For what it's worth, I prefer Sunless Seas myself. It'll push you. I've played a lot of games like that previously. Certainly several of them. Hi, Diana.
Hey, Hugh.
You want to play some basketball?
You
Yep.
okay?
Very
Not
standard.
hurt, are you?
Nice pass, kiddo.
Rolling, throwing, and bouncing. Basketballs are the best.
Yep. I mean, this is a kid. You've definitely written a child. Sunless Seas atmosphere is peak. Put some serious hair on your chest. I know that you can be a cannibal, and that's like being able to make decisions like that. I'm like, yeah, okay, yeah, great, awesome. Balloons. One cabin
It's
coin.
so fun talking to you, Hugh.
Thanks, Diana.
Wait just a few seconds. Now look.
Is
Wogue.
this a princess?
No, it's me wearing pretty clothes. I want to wear something like this one day.
A cat outfit
And I wanted
and
to give this to you so you'd
the
remember.
outfit on the left, which is
I'll check with
I have
Kat.
no clue what
Maybe
I
there's
would
something
even
in stock.
athletic wear. I mean, go for it, girly. Maybe one day. Maybe one day we'll get you there. All right, cabin. Oh yeah, I also need to go back and do
This
the
is one of our
red
more
zone.
popular items. Much appreciated.
Gotta do my video game chores. I think that's probably pretty useful. Max HP, exposed. Self-defense response is like more effective HP generally. 20% reduced by 20% below 50%. So like that probably is more HP generally than 10% HP. I've learned it's up about 1 minute ago that tomorrow is a US holiday. Yes, it is. It's Memorial Day. Happy Memorial Day weekend, United Statesers. I hope that you get it off, because I do. I don't know if we're going to be doing anything special for stream that day. We are probably just going to do stream. Oh, I don't even have offense mode. Open nodes turn into offensive nodes when hacking through enemies that are exposed. Passing through will offensive nodes or gunfire will increase the damage of the next hack. Okay. That'll probably help. I was fully ready to log into work. My Houston University will take an excuse to bail. World Peanut Day? Alright, we're out. God, I wish that we got more days like that. Fake holiday? I mean, aren't all holidays fake? To some extent. Memorial Day to me is just like, okay, get an excuse to get together and barbecue, which is fine. I'll take an excuse to barbecue. We have like 4 of them,
As it should.
but
Still doesn't
Sure.
help us quite yet.
everything other than Family Day. You know what? Family Day is a real holiday for sure. We love Family Day for that. Maybe one day we can have a better society where we can all ensure that everybody has a good family. But until then,
No, Hugh.
I owe you.
we'll just stick with what we got.
Back off!
A lot of things are literally based on,
I don't
if
see
enough
a
people
way
agree
to
with
get
it,
from here.
democracy. Like Starfield is loved by millions. I'm really glad that you love Starfield so much, because somebody's gotta. A specific mental division of holidays, cultural holidays, nation-state holidays. Something people came to do collectively by natural cause, rock on. Did a government body suddenly declare a day a holiday? Nah. Yeah. To me, a holiday is like Halloween, because that's like expression of actual culture and like custom. Like, I guess I'll give 4th of July, because it's like, I'll give any like country's founding day. Sure, we can do that. The country does become culture, as we all know, at some point, as the rise and falls of empires. Sure, you can have a day to celebrate that. That one is arguably cultural though, right? Absolutely. It's become cultural. Columbus Day. I'm going to continue to celebrate Indigenous Peoples Day. Now we see the difference. Yeah, like I don't really want to be celebrating Christopher Columbus. I'm gonna if people want to give me the day off, I'll take it. But I'm not gonna be celebrating what people call Columbus Day. That guy sucked shit to such an extent that it's like, yeah, he just republicized that this place exists. Okay. Sticky bombs. I mean, yeah, sticky bombs. Shrink the hacking matrix. They can stack. Okay. Sure. Sure. I don't know.
Use that to help me hack.
I don't know how much I'll be using that, or if I will like it more than the other stuff that I've gotten, like a giant slow.
If only we had a unit that could delete nodes.
If only we had a unit that could delete nodes. Damn. If only.
You're going down.
Well, unfortunately, nothing has ever changed. Damn.
Look out!
Yes.
Oops. Okay, offensive mode. So it wants me. I'm rewarded for to do more damage. To play my least favorite part more. I mean, it's like DPS efficient, but. But I don't want more of it, please. It's kind. I like the Alan Wake system more. I guess is the best way to compare it.
Another chip.
One more. to
Like,
go.
unless I want to use all of my
Let's wrap this
consumables
up.
all the time, but I don't want to become reliant on those because as soon as they start running out, I've
we can enter a red
developed no skill myself. The Meteorology Simulation Lab is dedicated to observing lunafilament printed plant samples under a wide range of simulated natural weather conditions. On Earth, plants evolved to endure storms, droughts, and other extremes. By instilling that same resilience into lunafilament trees, we can create hardier growths that promise to greatly improve daily life.
Looks like this place.
But
is
let's
set up to
plant.
simulate Earth's
This is
bad
just how
weather.
plants work, man.
Bad weather? Is there good weather too?
People have good moods and bad, right? It's the same thing.
So they're
Okay, so
purposely trying
I
to
need
make the
to-
Earth angry.
I guess so.
Ladder down here? Hi, normal guy. Normal guy 6. The non-threats.
Check. Take this.
I mean, I kind of just don't care about the robots exploding at all either. Like, the enemies, I feel like, are generally pretty bland. Like, I have giant orb guy.
Can't clear this gunk up.
No, I guess not. Be careful!
They're just not my favorite enemy types.
Take that.
Oh, Knife and I watched SLC Punk today. Speaking of just, I don't know what reminded me of that, but we watched SLC Punk and a classic. Yeah, it's I live in Salt Lake, so seeing all of the like general, it definitely is one thing where it's like you don't. It's not just. I feel like it's just kind of like, check it out, it's Salt Lake. Like, the Mormon oppression, to live here, you understand and like you feel that the Mormon oppression, and like, oh, okay, I'm hitting all of them. You know, I'll pay the HP tax. That's fine.
I can't wait to get back to the shelter. Got it!
I come from the early 90s SLC punk culture. It's bizarre how hard the movie hit it. Interesting, we have a documentary with me in it. Yeah. It's, I feel like the sellout aspect of it is just... I think I gave a Letterboxd review. I gave it 3.5 stars. I think I enjoyed it. Mine, the show was early 80s. Yeah, it's like 85, if I remember. Which is obviously not the same period, but still.
Good job, kid.
But as somebody that would define himself as punk, maybe not in like the same fashion, the punk mindset is kind of about...
How you like this?
At least my interpretation of the punk mindset is different than the way that he
Take this.
talked about it. SL Punk was released in 1999. I mean, the setting was the 80s. Yeah. I know exactly what you're saying. It is set in 85. Released in 99. So it's a documentary. Or mockumentary. I would define it as a mockumentary. Anyways, the review that I gave it on Letterboxd was a love letter to sellouts and the miasma of the Salt Lake Valley. And I feel like... Oh, I probably should have rested before doing this, huh? I feel like that's the best that I could give it. Like, it was fun. I enjoyed it. Knife did not like it very much. Which is completely fine. I completely understand not being the biggest enjoyer of it.
Look out for targets.
It is. Locals adore it, but the movie won't land otherwise. I get it. I think that you can absolutely I think that you could absolutely see an appreciation for it in spite of that. But I think that it wouldn't be the same. It's like Napoleon Dynamite in that fashion, where it's like, okay, well, we know what this is like. We kind of know.
Get ready.
Where everybody lands on that general thing, you know? Also, we have a posture bar here. Very much not local. I think that, like, being involved in the punk scene at all will also... Or, like, just recognizing it as kind of almost a parody of selling out. Like, there's stuff that you can take away from it without it being a Salt Lake native. But it doesn't have that same sort of like, damn, this is how this place is. Maybe I'm a poser, I guess. No, I don't think you're a poser for being able to be like, oh, I really like that movie. I liked what it had to say. I think that that's being able to recognize where your tastes lie and like what kind of media you enjoy. All places had their punk culture, but its entire movie of you had to be there. Yeah. I mean, it's a movie about a guy that's like, I don't really have a purpose in life, and my buddy is the one that I was following the path of, not necessarily myself, and then my buddy died. Like, the framing of the movie to me is, oh yeah, I'm talking to a guy who was in the punk culture for a little bit at a Harvard party. We all are. 40 still wearing my goth clothes and still worried it's just a phase. I completely get it, yeah. It's more of a case of like, you are what you believe you are and like what you embody. What actions do you take? You shouldn't define yourself by letting other people be the ones to define what you are, IMO. You should just kind of be you, and like what you want to embody is entirely for you to decide. SLC Punk just lands way harder if you're a local. The references are boundless, but the actual morality tale takes about 30 minutes. Yeah, it's like, it's a story about a guy that just kind of sucks. Involved in a scene that, like, he doesn't fully understand, or really hadn't fully put any thought into, while still being like, anarchy kind of, I like these ideas conceptually, and then not putting any further thought into it. It's not who you are underneath, but what you do that defines you. Rachel Dawes? Yeah, I would agree with that.
Missile spotted. Incoming.
Can you stop? Can you leave me the fuck alone?
John, take this!
He does briefly mention there are other punks, but he writes them all off. Yeah, he talks about tribalism being like, they're not my tribe. It's like, motherfucker, if you want saying like, oh, I don't have culture, they're all just fake fans, man. You're doing some crazy us versus them.
Right on.
Star Citizen finally reached 1 billion. Did you see the news? I did see that, and I think that $1 billion is a lot of money to put into a game that has not come out. and very likely is never gonna come out the way that you want it to. $1 billion in crowdfunding for no game? I mean, there's technically a game.
Move, you! Missile spotted!
I wouldn't say that it's a game that I would enjoy, but it is a game.
Take this!
Like, there's gameplay.
It's my turn. Sean down, tin can.
Can I just activate that? Fuck that. $1 billion is a crazy crowd. Like, it's a live service game. It's one of the most successful indie live service games ever, essentially.
I owe you.
Because it's certainly not. There's certainly not much more to it. Depends on your metric for successful. In making money, yeah. I would say that it's been successful at making money. It made $1 billion from a studio that no one had ever fucking heard anything of.
Take this.
That's pretty successful. Now, is it good? Would I call it art? That's for somebody. I would not define it as art. To me, no game is good or bad. It's just fun or unfun. I think that you can measure things as good or bad. I think measuring things in fun/unfun is also a good metric. It's like being able to say, like, I can see what other people can recognize is compelling in this. Where the fuck am I going, by the way? Just gonna make an Eve comment. Meanwhile, CCP Games, Eve Online, stand up their game for $20 million a year. I mean, yeah, it's just passive income. Eve is such an interesting one to me because it's just like the weirdest MMO.
Get ready!
Where the fuck is the last guy here? Mr. Intruder? Where the hell are you? I just saw you put in some... Oh, are you down here? Oh, you fell. Okay. I see. I was wondering what the fuck happened.
Take this!
$1 billion.
This to stop
Everyone
bots in
take
their
a
tracks.
mental moment to consider the difference between that and 20 million. I mean, it's a lot. The fact that, like, paying $15,000 for, I'm gonna say, an NFT, I'm really not interested in that. That's not a model that I can get behind. That's not a live service. Those are not games that I want really to be made. Fuck fantasy, we doing spreadsheets? Every game is either Excel or Mario. And this game is Mario. Sorry. It is no Tetris or Excel. Tetris is just Excel though. Kind of.
There's a tree down there with a chip in it.
Can't quite get there from here.
Give me my stuff. Give me my garbage. Collateral damage. 30% of critical shot damage spreads to nearby enemies. That could be good. That actually is a mod I'm interested
Use that
in.
to hit a bunch of enemies at once.
Subjective, but most what's inside games is preferential. I mean, yeah, it's all experience. There will be somebody that talks to you and goes, I love Starfield. And you can go, that game sucks, or you can go, I'm glad you like it. I'm glad somebody does. Who would say something
Are
like
you
that?
gonna upgrade your gear?
Nobody here, certainly, right? Right, Abnaran? I'm right and everyone else is wrong objectively. Yeah, we love being like that.
Did you see? The
Banjo 2
branches
isn't
just
hated
grew
because
in
it's
from
bad
nowhere.
necessarily. They call it bad because they don't prefer backtracking. Other people like the backtracking. Game that is good but simply has gameplay you don't prefer. Why are we debating this? I mean, gaming is art. It is subjective. Everybody is going to appreciate it differently. It's not. We can all appreciate things.
You, tell me a story.
I'm happy that people can experience things and experience joy. Not everything has to be for me. I'm an adult. I can recognize that
Is this a
people will
mini
have
version
differing
of that
opinions from
car I
me.
saw before? I want to drive it.
Like, art will always be subjective. Some people are gonna love it. Some people are gonna be like, I really do not like this. But if something isn't for me, it needs to stop. Yeah, it's just like, okay, great. I love that other people get to experience things. I don't even know what these hacking bonuses really are. I'm just kind of like going. Let's do repair item improvement. Probably should get another mod slot, but I'll hold off on that. Hacking gauge gain, and yeah. Meat and Fuck Kingdom 1, Meat and Fuck Kingdom 2. Meat and Fuck Kingdom 1, bat chest. Not like this, please. Why do we have to do... Why do we have to do things like this? Same reason I can go find a horde of 300 people arguing between if the best Mega Man NES soundtrack is Mega Man 1, sorry, 2 or 3. Yeah, it's... There will always be the... Oh, I gotta find the other one, too. I'll get around to it.
We'll be here.
Maybe.
If you need us.
I think I need to get another red key as well. Do I have everything I want? I would prefer to have the Riot Blaster. And Charge Piercer is fine. There's so much more of this area, isn't there? Well, let's continue to embark. Come on, Diana. Let's go slaughter the hordes of robots. Just feel bad arguing if something is good or bad. Isn't really a truthful statement because it has the implication that such a thing as a bad product. I mean, again, it's personal preference. Some people are gonna be like, this is bad, like from a design standpoint. And like, yeah, some things are just designed poorly and should improve. Like, it's just critique. It is important to recognize critique as well. And be like, here's what I would prefer. And sometimes if you have enough people in a consensus being like, here's what I would prefer for a game, then yeah, like, critique is something to grow from, not necessarily completely disregard or say it is bad to deal with generally.
No!
Good job, kid. How you like this?
Okay, just a full blast. Ow. There's too much of this damn hacking. Can you please just die? You're kind of really in... The combat loop, I'm just like, I want to be able to finish it a little quicker. Because the hacking minigame... You can only do it so many times before you're like, I'm doing the same thing. Everyone has opinions and we all share them. I just think we need to move on from good or bad, and fun versus unfun is a better replacement. I think that saying something is bad versus good is fine. If the artist, like, you have to be able to recognize when critique is bad, like a bad critique in the first place, because it's like, okay, well...
Your suit's gonna be so tough.
Sorry, I'm trying to... The good versus bad debate is like, okay, from a technical perspective is what we're... If we're gonna... There is a place for everything. Fun versus unfun is also important, because, like, this is an art form meant to entertain most times, or oftentimes. And if it fails to do entertainment, then, like... Unless the point of the game is to not be fun, which... is for everybody, is not for everybody. I fucking hate these guys. I hate this hacking minigame. I'm kinda just entirely done with it.
Don't let it get away.
Someone will say Starfield isn't edible, isn't an opinion. I'm sure. Sorry, someone who says this is lying, is what I'm saying.
Damn! Lost it!
That's fine. I'm not gonna really sweat it. I'm just gonna run it back again. It's not a food. Some think of it like a weird fruit. It's art. It's always art. Cardboard is edible, right? I literally didn't say the thing. And nutritious wood pulp, high caloric and thin. It's fully edible. It's not gross or weird. It has a particular flavor that a lot of people don't like. Cardboard being edible relates to Starfield not being playable, which it is, but yeah, you didn't mean that. I mean,
Oh, there it is.
you can eat cardboard. It's a case of, like, do you want to eat cardboard? Is the cardboard what you want to eat? It's for you. You can do that. Eat the cardboard then. Go for it. I will not stop you. But I don't... If you say, like, oh, I like the way that this cardboard tastes, I like the mouthfeel of the cardboard, I'm going to be like, all right. Go ahead and eat the cardboard then. But to me, I'm not eating cardboard. I mean... It's all about perception. I can't even agree what it is. That's what I'm saying. I think consensus can come to an agreement generally. Whether or not you agree with the consensus is up to you. Like, I defend your right to be able to have thoughts independent of consensus. That's a good thing. I would hope that you can do that. I would genuinely hope and wish that that is something that you can do.
Initiating weather simulation.
Oh, good. Okay, well.
Lightning.
The box won't react well to that.
Let's give him a little shock, shall we?
He's like boring 1950s dad kind of shit IMO. Where it's like, alright, this guy doesn't really have a whole lot of He's kind of just like a Boy Scout. Kind of bland is what I would define this as.
Yes. Get off.
Can we discuss the subjective part? Like, did you like this? Do you like this food? I mean, yeah. Again,
Help.
it's okay
Hey.
to have disagreements. It's just very funny to also open it by being like, this is cardboard, and then I would not be trying to compare what I'm trying to get other people to appreciate to card, or like things I don't like to cardboard, unless it is literally like cardboard. To evoke emotion is something very specific. You got to be careful about what particularities we're trying to hit here. Like when we talk about wines, we're like, okay, well, we talk about the elements of a wine. Find the objectives.
It's on now. Take this.
Not an opinion. Starfield can be a bad game, but it's playable. If we're basing things off of the idea of like the media being consumable, then yeah, this game is a playable game. You can literally play it. It's like saying a movie is watchable. Like, yeah, you can sit down and watch it. Would I want to sit down and watch, you know,
Great. Just great.
absolute garbage? Like, we're gonna have differing opinions on what absolute garbage is, but I'm not gonna be sweating that right now.
Take this.
It's an objective thing here you can't debate. It's all a matter of opinion. I'm not trying to state like this is definitely what it is. These are all opinion pieces. Everybody, there's no science. I'm not gonna argue with you and be like, no, this is objective. Like, the game is literally playable. The things are literally like approachable. You can engage with this. I just don't know if I would be the one saying I want to engage with this piece more than I already have. Someone will say Starfield isn't edible, isn't an opinion. The idea of saying Starfield isn't edible, we're using the wrong senses for this. We're going about this in the wrong fashion. We're using the wrong descriptors for people to easily digest what you're trying to say. Like, if we want to go on analogy, if we want to continue to go down the analogy, like, sure, let's go down the analogy. But you can't just open with, okay, Starfield is an edible game. People are gonna look at you like you're insane and do not understand like how senses work. Pong is an oscilloscope. Am I saying that correctly? I'm probably... My pronunciation is always bad. Let's just open with that. I'm simply not aware of many things. That's my entire point. Some people, there are some objective realities, and sometimes people will lie. People will lie? I mean... they're stating what their truth is. Whether that truth aligns with other people. Like, objective, we can argue all day that the Earth is flat, but like, science says otherwise. You can hold an objective, you can hold that and be like, that is, you are arguing with reality, and like, unless we want to argue different perceptions of reality, but like, if you want to perceive, oh yeah, I feel like the Earth is flat, people are gonna be like, okay, but you feel like there's more science to it. You can feel like the area that you subsist in is flat, but that's like the way that we are also perceiving reality. It is different than an objective truth. Something that is definitively a truth.
All right, now we're talking.
Like, we can measure outside of our perceptions, but it's not necessarily the same
Let's reboot that
dealio.
regulator and go help Abe.
You think a platypus knows how fucked up their shit is? Yeah. This is why you can't argue with a nihilist. Have 0% argument and they're always wrong. I'll argue with nihilists, sure. Bots undergo lightning resistance testing. This is a high-risk test. Entry is for strictly prohibited for all unauthorized personnel. Reckless entry may result in serious injury. I'm not joking, I'm dead ass. I mean, you should argue with nihilists so that you can understand what your opinion really comes to. Also, this is not an objective truth. I feel like we're speaking in vagaries. Grab my side of this. You can opinion all you want, and you're allowed to have it, but when you stand there and agree, and 10 who agree with you are to 99,990 people who do not, social sanctions are in order. Have your opinion, it doesn't make it right. Like, this is such a non-issue that it's like, yeah, whatever, we can differ on opinion here. What does it matter? Oh no, we're arguing about art. Sure. I would rather argue about it in a different way than this. My specific beef with nihilism is that you can't prove anything. Nothing is truly verifiable. I mean, that's just a very interesting way to approach things. You argue with a nihilist flat earthers because you don't understand rocket science. You can't trust the moon landing. I think we're conflating two different things here.
Take this.
As always, every person is going to hold a different opinion. So, yeah, you could argue with a nihilist flat earther. There's like, nothing is real because nothing is actually, like, it's all about our perception, so nothing is truly real in a real sense. And that can be like, okay, let's engage in this thought exercise. Let's discuss. Let's talk about why we might perceive this, and we can have a philosophical debate. And you can learn something about that on your end and whether or not you need to decide, like, oh yeah, where do I land on the opinion of this? Because, like, things, we can take an extension outside of what reality is. I have a CO2 laser on my roof that runs on almost 2,000 watts that I use to bounce off the Apollo 15 lunar retro reflectors. Like, I don't need the proof. I'm just gonna accept, like, yeah, enough people have done enough verification.
Oh, no.
Sure.
Come to think
Yeah.
of it, how's that thing running? Batteries included?
Tell me about the moon landings. I'm
sure.
working with their equipment
I
up there.
thought it was charging from the floor.
Yeah, it's like
Like me.
the moon.
Hold on. You charge from
We verify how we can, and if you want to
brain
believe that the
alignment
moon landing
energy
is fake, I'm gonna be like,
supports
okay,
wireless charging. I think all
sure.
the bots here use
It doesn't
to
really
recharge.
matter in the whole scheme of things unless
With
you
this
have
many
worse
bots around, I guess
opinions
that kind of
about
setup's a no-brainer.
reality. or the reality as we perceive it. Is your goal to prove the immovable reality that Starfield is Let's be nice to
Pretty cool that
Abdarin.
you get new abilities like that.
I know you're poking
So
fun, but
happy.
let's...
I'll be able to help you even more than before.
I'm sorry.
I'm counting on you.
We can all participate in a little bit of ribbing. Let's just be nice about it too. Let's not go too far. We can engage in good faith
What's that?
ribbing. We can engage in saying we're just joshing, we're goofing. I wasn't trying to be mean. It just we have to be careful in text. The way that messages are conveyed. You're okay. I'm just... This is just more of discussing the platform. You're good, Crackdoda. You're not in trouble. It's just like... Let's remind...
We are honored
Reminder.
to provide. We hope you enjoy
Don't go-
your purchase.
Let's not go too deep on it. To fake Gemini and Apollo missions, you'd also have to fake out about 2 million government contractors. Yeah. There would be a lot more going on there that I'm just like... The conspiracy is harder to believe than whatever else. I don't take anything personal, by the way, at least from my perspective, but yeah, text is hard to convey tone, for example. Exactly. It's just like, let's... Tone indicators are fine. I'm not going to mandate them. If you feel like using them, good. Good, that can make a difference for what we're trying to discuss. The way that we're kind of orienting the stream towards like, hey, I'm okay with doing, we can do mental exercises. We can talk about more than just penis joke, penis, cum, piss, whatever. I do appreciate not taking it personal, though. That is important. I'm a professor by trade and naturally confrontational. I want people to bend their thinking. I go hard. I'm never pressed, and it's always from a place of learning. Yeah, I'd rather it be a place of...
Got it.
Let's have a place of discussion, like honest discussion and learning. I really don't want to fight all of these motherfuckers. I don't want to fight the first boss and also more of these clowns. You know what? Pop this. I made my penis joke and streamer blew right past it. I'm sorry. Sorry, sometimes the messages do get lost. Things occur. You know what, let's pop a decoy. Attack that for me.
Come on, enough already.
Thank you for blowing up.
Blinking the enemy.
I owe you.
Look out! Turret comes down.
Come on, enough already.
Sorry if that came off hard. It's okay. Just I appreciate the... Don't sweat it too much.
You're going down.
Target again.
Stubborn, honey junk.
Can we...
Yes. Right on.
Just put that down for me. I have too many of these fucking enemies. Like, the hacking minigame I can only tolerate so long.
Be careful. Turret comes again.
At some point, I'm gonna look at chat too. Snake him.
Get some. Take this.
Some time ago, you were in the metric versus imperial and said, "This is why I always broadcast side of my genitals in centimeters." Sounds way better that way. Okay, that is a better. That is a better penis joke than I was expecting here. TBH.
Come on, enough already.
I would really appreciate not hearing the same line this many times as well.
Come on, enough already.
Please. Am I just not understanding that? Am I supposed to do something more in this combat? Am I supposed to be going faster? Am I supposed to be upgrading my stuff that much more? Is that the...
Take this.
Is that where we're going? My goal is to explain how there are actually objectives in game conversation. I mean, there are objectives in every conversation. And I'm not gonna be like... I think it's important to recognize what arena we are like in discussion for. We don't use taste metaphor unless we can bring it home or like there's flavor.
Get ready. Hard thing, Dad.
Stubborn old junk.
Battle to the death. Really mad. Battle to the death. Chatters, battle to the death for my amusement.
Get some.
Coliseum. I'm sending, I'm putting weapons out in the foyer. If you would like to participate in killing each other for my amusement, please. Can we do a battle royale in some chat, please?
Take this.
I don't really know what to say here. We're just killing the boss. Like it is just a boss. It's the first boss again.
Dude, we're so close. Just a little bit more.
All right. Time to kick.
Are we just gonna do it like this? Just low and slow? Who wants to buddy up? I promise not to steal your loot. Yeah.
How you like this?
Anybody mind if I roll need? Need shredder? Oh yeah, also there were a bunch of weapons distributed, so that's on me. Could probably have simplified that a little bit.
Glad that's over.
We still gotta reboot that regulator. Phil.
Actually on me.
Oh, yeah. Right.
Is this even the right way? Where am I going? Anybody want to battle? Join me on the battle bus? Is this where I came in? It's gotta be, right? Decoy generator too? Yep, okay. Who's up to getting some victory royales? Okay, has anybody here actually played more than like a round of Fortnite? Because I don't think I'm a Fortnite enjoyer, really. Oh wow, I can hold more weapon slots. Yippee!
Now you can hold more units.
Whew. Won't say no to that.
Okay, I mean, yeah, sure.
Of all the places to put this thing.
But yeah, I'm not really particularly interested in the battle royale genre as
Let's
of late.
get on that lift and go.
It's become more and more live service stuff, and I'm like, I don't really. I play games not just for the Skinner box.
So,
Like the Skinner box is fine, but I'd rather be in like.
could she be the scientist that made you?
I don't think so.
You remember something?
I'd rather approach
No,
from a
it's not
a
that.
system of like,
I
yeah, I'm
just feel like she's someone.
I'm trying to enjoy
important.
more art pieces and like kind of
We
see
better step on it.
what the works that people are making are. Because that's not, I would say that that's not exactly the same kind of art that it is art. It is a repetitive art. Like roguelites I like a lot, quite a bit. Well, quite a bit. I like a lot of them quite a bit too. They have their places like, okay, well, this is going to be my solitaire. Solitaire, the original roguelite. But I mean, I like them. They're genres that I certainly enjoy. Have you played any Zero Parades, by the way? I have not. If I'm gonna play a disco like, I need to see about getting a couple of people to probably Daft and Knife, because that's what we did with Yakuza 0 last year, over a year ago now, when I was changing around stream schedule, and then we moved, and then there was a whole bunch of stuff, and now we're streaming again. Yippee! Flowers for Diane. Nice find. Ah, you made it. If you ever do, you've stumbled upon the top secret Terradome Hanami Club. Sorry. Once the Lunafilament cherry trees reach perfection, we will gather here with our finest sake to celebrate. Since you've discovered our hidden spot, consider yourself invited. Leave your drinkable cleaning fluid at the door. This is your shot to taste real booze. Reach out if you dare. That's kind of fun.
Oh, Hanami. That's a Japan thing, I think.
Hanami?
Use a
What's
weeaboo?
that?
Bunch of people under a cherry tree having a good old time.
But yeah, I haven't played any
that sounds
Zero
like fun.
Parades. I have not seen anything about it. Do you know anything? Have you gotten anything about that? Does anybody else know anything about it? I'm curious what other opinions are. Precision shot. Activating fast move successfully starts a period of slow time where weapon damage is increased by 10%. Okay. That's pretty good, I think. Played a bit of it. I don't know how I feel yet. It's very disco-like. Yeah. I mean, I anticipate Zaum is gonna be pretty similar in the tone that they do for that. Yeah, I will deposit my stuff. Hanami are usually picnics between April and May where the sakura tree flower. I would love if we could actually do more of stuff like that. Think of it as Japanese family spring break. That sounds like a great time to me.
I'm gonna go play.
We should have more celebrations of actually like, hey, there's this natural thing here. Let's gather under the beauty of the sakura tree. We literally went to the DC Cherry Blossom Festival. That didn't feel the same though. I mean, yes, but it was like, it just felt too touristy. The one in DC at least was like, there's so many fucking people here. It's so many people as to be like, eh. Half the world still has siesta and we don't. Still waiting on that. Please give me the siesta. Please. Can we all enjoy not working during the hottest part of the day? Because no one deserves. I think it's an imperialism thing along a lot of the way, and like things not changing in that way.
Come on.
Please, let's go back to
do something.
biphasic sleep. Yes, please. Can we go? Like, the midnight snack is a thing. But yes, I actually made a video on the DC Cherry Blossom Festival last year on a different YouTube channel.
Flowers. Were these the ones from the Terror?
My like 11-minute video essay. If I'm not gonna link it, if you are interested, you can definitely piece things together. I've left an ARG. If you want to watch a mediocre video essay, you can find it pretty easy. No, do it. All right, I'll link it. I need to find the YouTube channel though. I don't know if I have access to it right now. I probably need to fungi Sakura flower. Festival. Is this not... Let me just search for the YouTube channel. We're at the end of the stream anyway, so whatever. Holy... There it is. My YouTube video... My terrible... Well, I shouldn't say terrible. My video essay where I talk about the DC Flower Festival. This you? Nope, that is not me. It does not have that many views. It has 4 views. I think I grabbed the right link. Is this it? Yeah, this is the one. It's all found footage. Humans always slept twice until recently. Electricity fucked us all up. Yeah. Biphasic sleep is always so interesting to me. Just like, oh yeah, okay, yeah. The midnight snack, really a big thing. Anyways, thank you everybody for being here. I think we're gonna go back to... I mean, tomorrow I'll be live at the normal time. Let's go give a raid to Prey, because it's their birthday today. It's his birthday today. Let's go give Prey a birthday raid. Go say hi, give an upside down smile, give a happy birthday and an upside down smiley face. But yeah, thank you again everybody for being here. This stream went by like that. So thank you again everybody. I had a great time. I hope you all did too. If you want to, I'll be back tomorrow 8 p.m. EST, 5 p.m. PST. And we'll play more Pragmata. So, bye. Have fun. Love you. Mwah. Sorry for attacking other viewers.